Well, we do appear to be live again. I hope. I don't know. The button here is green. Now majorly depressed, and we've returned to the token game of
Pirates.
Nothing else works, so it's pirates, I guess.
Yeah, Pixel Piracy. The one game that, well, because this works on my old laptop, which is a 2008 MacBook, and doesn't really play anything except a 2005 version of Railroad Tycoon. So it's like if it can play this, if that can play this, then this is unlikely to crash this computer. Let's have a look at where
To reiterate what chat's been saying,
Yeah.
Potato urges you desperately to get a new bloody computer.
Oh,
You have
I
to
know.
kill somebody to get one. If you have to kill somebody to get one, do it.
Yeah, I think
Murder is a small price to pay for a properly working computer. I'd like to say that it's the fault of the operating system, but nobody in this household listens to me.
I've got
Nobody in
one
this building
operating
listens.
system. I have no choice.
Nobody in this building listens to me. I tried to tell the concierge about this nonsense, and he wouldn't have it. Instead, he urged me to
really?
get back to the topic of the broken lamp in the hallway. I can't even whine about my problems. On a side note, say hello to Charlie97.
Hello, Charlie. Hello, Spotted Cow. So
If
who do
Zeron
we have
has
back with
returned,
us?
terribly
Oh,
sorry,
this
Zeron, about the previous game and you seemingly being ignored. Was me being busy trying to do voices, putting a
Oh
thumbnail
gosh,
in the background.
that's loud.
I just realised I didn't have game sounds on. That would have been embarrassing. Well, where was I? Scarlet Karma. Who was that? Taka. No, stop. Tammy.
Ooh.
I forget that. Sorry. Points out that she's not getting the stream on YouTube. That might be because we've stopped it like twice. Because, you know, the original game we wanted to play, My Time at Porsche, just helplessly crashed. Which shouldn't be the fault of the game. It's probably just the computer. Alfie points out that it should be back now. I was in the middle of explaining to Zeron. Wow, it's really loud. There we go. That's maybe a bit too quiet. There we go. What was
Oh,
it?
right, everybody.
Middle,
Back over here.
back to your office skyscraper on the sea. What is that? Explaining to Zeron why we switched stream. He's probably not even here anymore, so there's no point in doing that. Ralph is here. And originally he thought the building we live in blew up, or blazing gale had us swatted. Like flies, I assume. And
Alright.
now he's asking what's plan C.
Settings. I can. I just need to turn down the sounds. It's much louder than it usually is.
Well, I already turned it down on my end. You can turn it down on your thing. If you've got an inbuilt switch now on your headphones, which I might have turned up yesterday, and that's why they're loud.
Oh.
You fool.
I didn't know. I don't
How
usually.
did she not know that you bought those?
I know I've got, but I don't fiddle with the settings on my headphones. I just leave them where they are.
Tammy does not see the stream yet. She blames the Atlantic Ocean. YouTube's probably upset with us because we started streaming like 3 times in the span of 10 minutes. That's ought to upset somebody. Apparently Giles Price is giving me salt.
Hi, Giles, and hi, Tammy, if you're back.
And apparently I missed out on the drive of a Trabant outside the house. Well, personally, I don't find any great enjoyment in just looking at cars driving by.
Is YouTube actually working?
It should be. I've changed the thumbnail. I'm getting a signal. The live control room says it's A-OK.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, Yeah, anyone watching on YouTube, you
I do
might
believe
need
the most
to
reliable
come out
option would
and-
be to go to Sal's channel, and it should be an option right there if it's not showing up in your subscriptions. Or she's just staying on Twitch.
I
Ralph
don't
points
think
out
I'm
that it's working.
subscribed to myself. I don't know whether...
Subscribe to yourself.
Anyway, we're fighting. Engage. Oh, I didn't see what level enemy we've just attacked. I hope it's like a level 4 or lower.
Now, to go back to my rant about cars, I don't see the particular point in gazing at cars that's just sitting there, even if I like them. Personally, it's either about I have a car and I drive it, or I don't and I don't care about it.
Who's that first over? Oh, it's Babom. That's fine.
Alfie points out that it's definitely working on YouTube. For him, that doesn't stop the Atlantic Ocean from trying to interfere. And voicing Presley for just a few lines has already ruined my nasal cords. That's not how you call them. How do you call the tubes in your nose?
Nostrils?
Now that's the holes at the end, right?
The tubes in your nose that are not nostrils.
Yes. Spotted Cow points out that you've lost 5 subscribers. Yes, I imagine this horrible stream nonsense that we've just experienced in the past 10 minutes was the cause, most clearly, definitely.
People will subscribe because they want to watch a particular...
Space Engineers, and she stopped putting that out.
Playlist.
Right.
And then once they've watched that playlist, we'll unsubscribe again. The other thing is, every so now and then YouTube has a look at your subscribers and removes anybody that it's identified as being spam. And there's always a few in there because you get a lot of subscribers, maybe 1 or 2 a month, who are just trying to get you to subscribe to their channel and that sort of thing. Right, we want to go world map. So, oh good, right, yes, new town. Fingers crossed everybody for combat fishing rod.
Ooh. Just discovered that you can look at very in-depth graphs of the restream bit rates.
Oh.
Just checking how large the delay is on YouTube, if that's possible through that. Because Alfie pointed out that the restream delay seems to be quite high on YouTube.
Hmm. Oh, there must be a tavern because people have already headed out here. I want to come back, everybody. Don't go to the tavern until we've checked out the prices. No. No, Dennis. No, Zeron. You're not going to the pub until Bellorso has made it to the weapons store. Even Mia's desperate to get to the pub.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you are.
I'm just desperate to get into a normal house. Not the
There is no combat fishing rod.
Well, why would there be? Otherwise your quest would be over, and that would be anticlimactic. Tammy is pointing out that Sal and Mia get 1 point, while the Atlantic Ocean scores nothing. By being back on YouTube. And Potato is suggesting that you should upgrade your operating system to 10 and let me fix the flipping lamp? What lamp? Does he know about the ceiling lamp?
I haven't told him about the ceiling lamp.
I haven't told him about the ceiling lamp either.
The ceiling lamp is broke. How did you know?
I don't know. Or he's talking about a different lamp, or he made a typo and doesn't actually mean lamp.
I should have a look at these Imperial blades and see if they're any good. Might be that we've got some better weapons. Alright, everyone, you can go to the pub.
Giles is pointing out that Manchester's fun even if you park up in an East German car looking for someone. I thought the East German car automatically makes things fun, so it's not necessarily just Manchester.
Let's see what we've got. Right, we've got 8 servings of citrus, 10 servings of watermelon, 2 servings of sauerkraut, got loads of fruits, plenty of rum. Right, yeah. So we don't need anything more than we've got.
Now Ralph is suggesting that potato's just psychic. Well, that's quite a useless psychic power, or you can recognise this lamp's not properly working every now and then from a distance. Oh, I just talked about a hallway lamp being broken. That hall. That's not my responsibility. I don't take care of that.
Right, come on, everybody, get back on the boat. Stop spending money.
If I would take care of that, people would just exploit that and keep stealing my light bulbs. I think. I'm not sure how that works.
Actually, before we set sail, let's just check. Probably need to put down some more food.
Now, Giles Price says that a research team found knitted crazy potato last weekend, but he doesn't know how, but they found a penguin sitting on it too. I feel this is about the frozen potatoes that they buried in the snow, but I'm not sure how they were knitted. Is there another thing about knitting? Like, is it scratching a pattern into the potato?
Well, you can sort of knit cuddly toys and things.
I thought knitting usually involves wool and clothing people in them.
Oh, that's the toilet. Yes, that's right, I remember. Did I not put toilet paper down? Or if they just used it all? Bombs, cannons, swivel gun. Yep, so I'm not placing those down yet because that just delays the attack. Food, we've got plenty down. Decoration. Oh, we've got an extra lamp.
Price. Giles Price believes it's bloody cold today. I'd like to disagree. It's unreasonably warm in here. Ralph suggests that I should watch Hat Films videos. They did a whole series with one modified Trabant and one pristine nice one. It was like Top Gear. That's all nice and dandy, but unfortunately I was never really a fan of Top Gear.
No, I don't like Top Gear.
What?
Well, I'd have nothing against Top Gear, but I really don't like...
Oh, I thought I already committed high treason by not liking Top Gear.
Some people may agree with you.
No, I didn't want there to be high treason. I was just never really fascinated by it. I like to refer to my earlier statement where I pointed out if I don't own the car and drive it myself, I don't care about it. And or drive it myself.
Okay, that's jazzed up our ship a little bit.
Charlie97 suggests that you should use the Cerebro from X-Men, or he thinks that he's just the Cerebro from X-Men. I'm not entirely sure what I can make of that message. I'm sorry. Unlike Potato, I'm unfortunately not a psychic. Now, Ralph poses a very important question here. Why did they bury a knitted potato in the Arctic? Did they expect them to grow? And Giles Price wants to know if we remember him saying that a penguin stole his knitted potato last year.
No, I don't remember that.
I remember a potato being buried, but I don't remember you having a potato with a knitted sweater being stolen by a penguin. I think I'm taking this knitting thing too far. Potatoes don't usually wear sweaters.
What's the X on the islands? I can't remember. But I think we need to go to that exclamation mark there. We've probably got a bounty on somebody. So let's go sail around in that direction. Someone just farted in my ear.
They all do. That's why I am so mildly upset with this game. I haven't played it for longer than 2 hours because eventually it just grates on you how everybody just poops around. Now, to defuse the argument that Potatoes are psychic, he points out, no, rather, he promises that he's definitely not watching the stream through our window. Well, actually, if he would be watching the stream through the window, it would support the psychic argument because the window blinds are currently closed. So if you could watch through that, that either makes you a psychic or you have very unhealthy vision.
Just want to get Belorso over first before we get... Because I don't want to lead the charge myself.
The spotted cow is surprised that you don't like Jeremy Clarkson.
That's it.
And Ralph can agree that some of the newer episodes were a bit naff, even with the original cast, but the older episodes were apparently great. Still, my point, either I drive the car or it doesn't bother me. And apparently, according to Ralph, Jeremy Clarkson is a bit of a twat, but
yeah.
But he thinks it's just his funny personality.
No, I think he's probably someone I would really not like in real life. And if I see somebody on telly that I don't think I'd like in real life, then I find it difficult to watch them on TV.
Nice opinion.
Okay. That was an easy enough island.
Tammy points out that Cerebro is the machine that augments Professor Xavier's telepathic powers. Oh.
X's treasure.
What? Yes.
Babom says X's treasure.
Oh, hello, Babom, by the way.
Hi, Babom.
Charles Price, continuing the discussion about Top Gear, points out that he loved the 3 old hosts, but he bloody hates the new ones. They're no fun and have a lame chemistry, and they're killing Top Gear with their nonsense. They claim to know about cars.
I need a shovel to be able to dig up buried treasure. So we should look for that in weapons stores as well.
Ralph points out that Cerebro sounds like some paralysis thing for the Paul brothers. Who are the Paul brothers? You have to use more recognizable brothers, like the Mario brothers. And that's about the extent of brothers I know. Oh no, hold on, the Warner brothers. I heard of those before. But that's about it. I don't know any other brothers. I know a brother, my brother, in particular. But he isn't the kind of guy I would stamp over a poster to make him recognizable.
Come on, Bella, so he's always a bit slow.
Charlie thanks Tammy for explaining what he tried to point out with the Cerebrus mind telepathic machine. I'm not very good at comic books, as you might notice now. Oh, Giles Price explains that he dropped a real potato in the snow, but someone knitted him a new potato with eyes and a mouth when he showed some of Crazy Potato's artwork around the place. Oh, and then a penguin stole that? Oh, what crazy stuff.
Okay, let's make sure everybody's feeding and stuff. Oops.
So when a penguin stole it last year, he had previously dropped it on the tarmac and I just ran off with it. But now it's been finally found.
Ah.
Well, good thing the penguin was holding on to it for so long. I would have expected them to just dump it in the ocean or something. They seem inconsiderate enough.
Okay. Everybody's definitely had something to eat now, so we can
Price
sail on.
wants to know if there's a Hive camera in the apartment. that Potato placed here, and Potato says he would never do that, while sweating profusely, apparently. And Ralph, explaining further his dislike for Top Gear, says that the BBC have changed Top Gear from 3 midlife crisis men being hooligans to a boring car show. You see, from the outside perspective, in brackets my outside perspective, it was a boring car show from the start.
See, when I liked it, I saw some of the early episodes, or at least the earliest episodes that I saw, it was a boring car show. And I quite liked it then. But then it got into being a bunch of middle-aged men running around
in their midlife crisis.
Shit. Yeah.
Being hooligans.
Like the kind of people I really wouldn't want to be around. I stopped watching it then. Right, engage.
I appreciate the varying degrees of appreciation for the show.
Ooh.
We have Ralph as a dedicated fan who sees the show at face value but likes it for it. You seeing the show as... No, hold on. I was going with that thought somewhere, but then I forgot. I was trying to point out that you like the show the way I see it, even though I don't like the show the way I see it, even though that's not what it is. Way too complicated stuff.
Where's the rest of the crew? One crew.
Well,
Just leave Bellos over there to...
We want to become a martyr, which I'm theoretically speaking fine with, really.
We need to put some more rum on the boat. Okay.
Ralph says that Hive adverts seem gentle, but the idea is too George Orwell-esque. Orwell-esque for him. I've never heard anything described as Orwellesquian. That sounds like a really made-up word. I mean, I understand where this is coming from, but...
We need to get to land pretty fast so I can get down some rum. And this place will do.
Charles Price further explains that penguins thought it was an egg or something. It had a mouth and eyes, but alright. That's...
Maybe it looked like a baby penguin.
Oh god, I hope not. Charles Price wants to know if I have a crush on the German Top Gear host Sabina Schmidt. I wouldn't even know what she looked like or who she is because I didn't even watch the German version of the show. Ralph thinks she's blonde. She probably is. I don't know. It's a very likely hair colour to have if you're on TV. And a woman.
Right, where's the rum? There's the rum.
At least I used to see a lot of blonde women and shampoo commercials. I don't know why they didn't sell those things to brown-haired women. What?
It's a viewpoint I have never thought about. Right, everyone, go and get some rum before we go out fighting. This should be relatively easy because it's a low-level island. Coconut tree.
The one thing Top Gear is dramatic break. Okay.
But no, carry on. I'm just going to allocate some points while everybody's eating.
No. I read out Bobom's comment, who made a dramatic break in the middle of his statement. Oh, Alfie points out that the proper term would have been Orwellian.
Yes.
That sounds more reasonable. Orwellian-esquian. Ooh, I knew something sounded off with that.
Wow, DPS is 19.4.
Charles Price believes that Fifth Gear is a show that should never be spoken of as it's an atrocity. An atrocity. Is that something like below Top Gear? Is that the German knockoff version? I wouldn't know. And I realise I'm just talking about it and doing the first wrong thing. Now, to pepper in a reference like Anubis would usually do, if I were in Fight Club, I'd probably do it wrong right from the start. and ask dumb questions about Fight Club and talk about it.
We could try and upgrade.
Oh, grindstones.
That upgrades his pistol.
How does he upgrade his pistol with a grindstone? Does he just rub it against it to give it a really sharp edge?
His pistol, maybe he...
I know it.
He's
sharpening his bullets.
Oh, upgrade chance 0. Maybe I shouldn't use it on that. Treasure hunt. Do we have treasure hunt? Yes, he has. Parry basics, he has. Ship repair is somebody else's. Oh, Hawkeyes. Okay. Oh no, he's got Hawkeyes. Sniper shot.
In response to me being considerate about brunettes not being advertised to in shampoo commercials, Tammy points out that she's a brunette and she doesn't know how to take what I just said. Well, I don't see many brunettes in shampoo commercials. I don't know if that changed by now, if that's different in America, but you know, just pointing it out. Now, in retrospect, now that I've mentioned it, this sounds like some nonsense that Carl Pilkington would come up with. I'm not sure how to feel about that either. Now, Potato has a theoretical question. Sal, if you and Mir were to survive a plane crash on an island, how long do you think we two would last? Well,
depends on the island.
A, that, and B, Sal would clearly last a lot longer. She's proven in the forest she would have apparently no problem with stacking heads on top of each other as a deterrent for crazy wood people or animals. It's scary.
Toilet study, yeah. I should actually dish that out. Mir, you already had toilet study, didn't you?
I hope I did. If I didn't, I'm going to be very cross with you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did. So I'm going to use it on Bell also. It's important that a captain knows how to use the toilet.
I think Charles Price wants to know if... Hold on, what? Bell also didn't know how to use the toilet?
No.
What do you mean, no?
It doesn't come as part of captain training.
What do you mean it doesn't come? Which captain doesn't know how to sit on the potty?
It's a special skill that you have to learn in this world.
I don't want to live in this world anymore. I think Charles Price wants to know if you'd like to star in a shampoo commercial since you're blonde. Then he asks what drugs I'm on that I'd even consider you in a shampoo commercial.
Oh, that's 9. Did I have anything better than 9? I don't think I did.
Ralph points out that Mia would probably last about 2 minutes of complaining. And then I just die, because I don't want to deal with this island. Fair point. Also, why are we the only 2 survivors of the plane crash? Not that I'm complaining about your theoretical scenario here, but, you know, seems a bit weird. Also, what caused the plane to crash? You have to be a bit more specific about that. Was it Sal?
Was it me?
I don't know. We'll have to wait. So Potato explains it's a tropical island, a 10-kilometer radius, no cannibals, but lots of dead passengers.
Oh, so there's a bit of food then?
Yeah. Does that include the head stacking? Do we have to live in houses made out of them?
Well, if there's wood and stones and things, as long as the weather's reasonably clement.
Okay, this is mildly disturbing. The plane crashed because Mir ate the pilot.
As long as Mir's not gonna eat me.
Well, as you said, if I'm already done eating the pilot, I'll A, be, you know, full for the moment. And B, there'll be lots of food around, I guess. Oh god, that sounds gross. I didn't even cook the pilot. Even if I tried to cook it, I can hardly do it with that small hot plate. It would take me hours to do so, and the entire cabin would have to watch as I slowly roast him.
Treasure hunt he's got. Very basics. Just realised that Ralph will become our number 2 if Belorso dies. We should make sure that Ralph has everything.
After Potato said that there are no cannibals on the island, Tammy corrected there will be no cannibals so far.
The island had no cannibals before we got there.
Well, apparently it has one as soon as I get there because we crashed because I ate the pilot. Also, Sal sneezed and then the butterfly effect happened on the plane.
Ah, I see. Right, spotted cow, we should see. You're our fisher. Anything that we need to do? You're not a slow mover, no?
Ralph points out that if you give... no, hold on. If you kill Belorso, Ralph will give you a $5. That's a bad deal. He doesn't specify what sort of $5 he's going to give you. Is it 5 pesos? It's going to be 5... I don't know, fuzzles? Is it going to be 5 gum?
Isn't a fuzzle like a little bit of fluff that you get on clothes?
No, it's a dust bunny, basically.
Ah.
But you can also get that stuff on clothes. Basically an amalgamation of dirt. 5
Alright,
yen.
what do you got? Pistol. Right, that's cool.
Ralph points out that his Pixel Piracy lad has penguins and was a demon god. I think we have at least one other demon god on the crew, so it can't be that special. Now, Ralph believes that while there might not be any cannibals on the island, there are murderous savages around. I thought those two were interchangeable. As soon as you're murderous savage, you already are a cannibal.
Oh yeah, look me. You are you're a level 5 toilet user.
Lovely.
I'm not.
Giles is suggesting he'll give you 1,000 rupees if you kill Belorso. I think they're trying to get you to commit mutiny on the ship. On their behalf. Also, the spotted cows requesting cannons with 4 exclamation marks.
We've got cannons, but
More.
what happens is if you're attacking a ship that doesn't have cannons, then if you've got a cannon placed down, you get a 30-second shooting delay in which you can't shoot anything because they haven't got any either. And you just sink their ship and don't get anything. So you need cannons. I can't remember whether it's a level 4 or a level 5 ship that you need to take on. But we are at that level. So I'll put the cannons on as soon as we're going to take on a level 4 ship. Okay, but I think I have dished out... Oh no, we've got Xeron as well. I need to give Xeron fast learning.
Ralph points out that my Pixel Piracy version in its description is described as fat. Now he wants to know if this is realistic.
Mia's got a build like a rugby player. He's not skinny and he's not fat.
In Germany, I've been described as a Deutsche Nordmontana, which is basically comparable to a wardrobe.
Oh, why is Belorso's passive item a grindstone? That's not
She tossed
right.
like 4 of them at him.
No, I was supposed to use it on his scimitar.
Oh.
Rather than... He's not supposed to hold it.
Giles Price points out that Mia apparently trained a monkey to use sign language. Did I? I don't remember doing that. Now Ralph has another question. If Mir was a rugby player, where would you place him? On the bench with the drinks, please? That's my request, but Sal is the one who probably knows how rugby works.
I have no idea.
Sal has no idea how rugby works, so drink position, it probably is gonna be it. Couldn't you ask for a reasonable sport that people understand?
I don't know positions in any sport, I think it's fair to say.
Oh no, I don't know any
wouldn't know
positions in
one
football.
position from another.
No, hold on. There's the guy in the
Chef's knife.
goal thing where they shoot the ball into. I'm really good at this. And the rest are just his worker bees.
Oh, Mia is our other chef. Okay, let's give you a chef's knife, Mia.
Thank you very much.
Okay, right, everybody's all nicely topped up. Let's,
Oh, apparently I trained the monkey to use sign language on the potato island. Already? We've just crashed. I'm really good at this.
here we go. Right, come on, Belloso, you're out there first. Yeah, I just
Ralph?
wanted to give people some time to get some rum.
Ralph says that he's sorry, but many people understand rugby. Well, I don't, and I clearly see myself as the standard of all sports knowledge. Wow. The world standards for sports knowledge is really low. Some people should probably do something about that.
Okay, is everybody dead? Very good. Let's get everybody else back on board so that they can go and drink more rum, get happy, eat food.
Tell me things that I would be the catcher in a baseball team. Who's the catcher in a baseball team? Is he
He's the person who stands behind the person who's batting. I know that much.
Oh no, I'd rather not. Knowing my teammates and opponents, they'd probably all accidentally bat me in the face. And I'm very bad at catching too. Now Ralph wants to know how tall I am. I don't know. I haven't checked in a while. It's not something I measure regularly. And unfortunately, in Britain, you don't have certified identification cards, which tells you how tall I am.
Well, I'm 5'6". You'd have to convert that into meters. And top of my head is about at Mia's nose.
That doesn't help
Somewhere
me at
around that.
all.
That kind of gives an idea.
People have no idea how tall my nose is. It could be 2
Your
stories
nose is
tall.
in the middle of your face, not
It could
sort
be
of
2 stories
anywhere
tall and my
unusual.
face is adjusted to it.
Right, I'm going to stop off at this town just to see if we can get either a shovel. Yes, because they have an armory. Either a shovel or a combat fishing rod. I know we've been here before, but it's possible that the earliest towns that we went to, there might have been either a shovel or a fishing rod there, and I didn't notice because we couldn't afford them at the time.
So apparently the monkey on the potato island that I taught sign language has a crush on Sal. Potato wants to know if the new series is cancelled after a 5-minute episode. Well, if it hasn't even happened yet because you can't find the video where it did happen, it's not really a new series yet now, is it?
Oh, there's a pub
So we
on this
can't
place.
cancel it.
Hang on, everybody, don't go to the
Well,
pub.
it's yourself. I thought you'd let yourself go to the pub because you're biased.
I'm perfectly happy. I don't need more alcohol yet.
You see yourself waddling over there. You clearly want some.
I know. I want to make sure that Belle also gets to the weapons shop before.
Why is Bell also always the last person off the ship?
I think possibly because he's down doing captainy things. Right, go on, Belle also. Just check out what they've got for sale.
Today wants to know who has a crush on Sal, the sign language monkey, which are trained to speak sign language on your weird hypothetical island.
Oh, we could buy
I
an
don't
animal
know.
cage.
Wasn't quite aware that I could teach. I don't even know sign language myself. How did I teach the monkey?
I'm going to buy an animal cage so that if we want to capture an animal, we can.
Please don't let it be a monkey.
Huh?
Please don't let it be a monkey.
I know that monkey in German is Affe.
Well done.
Shovel! Yes!
That's not a fishing rod, but alright.
Yeah, no combat fishing rod. But a shovel means that we can dig for treasure. I want to give that to Belorso, really. Actually, have I got anybody trained up as a fisherman? Alright, let's just let everybody go to the...
The Ralph is apparently 1.78 meters tall. And Bavon would like to know if Mia would be the punter in American football? What's a punter? Giles suggests that be the scout. I really can't deal with this. I don't know anything about this sport. And the spotted cow requests that you please do not get a cage, you should get a cow.
I haven't seen a cow, otherwise I would get one.
Or you shouldn't cage a cow, I'm not sure.
Oh, it's for capturing the animals so that you can put them on your ship.
Ah.
I know we can have crabs and tortoises and chickens.
Why don't we already have crabs?
Because we haven't had a cage to catch them in.
Well, go out of your way and do... Can we train them like pets? And then send them to attack?
I think they defend the ship if somebody attacks us.
I like to see a crab just hook over to another ship.
I'm not sure quite what crabs do.
I don't know. They form piles. And the humans will aid in the pile creation. I really like crabs.
Another plant. Okay, I don't think there's anything else on this island. Nope. Oh, can I sell anything?
Ralph wants to know if he's waiting in a car with a fruit shoot and a colouring book while the grown-ups are going to the pub? I don't know, probably. Spotted Cow points out that if you do find a striped cow, you're supposed to kill it immediately.
Right, best put down some more food and some more rum, because we've already drunk almost all the rum that's down there. Yeah.
Potato says that monkeys are territorial. They'd probably eat Sal. Well, apparently I only found one of them.
Some sauerkraut.
So he'd be part of our territory. He'd be part of our gang. And Tammy thinks that Mia would probably manage the football team. It's not a good idea. I still don't know how football really works. It would just result in a big mess where I have, you know, half a circle of people standing around the goal doing their hardest to, you know, not let any balls through, but always aim for a stalemate to make us the most disappointing team to play against. We won't do anything. They'll just be trying, but our defense will be really, really good and very frustrating to play against, and it will probably not be a very good strategy for long because all they need to do is just shoot high and confuse the guy in the goal.
Sounds like a plan.
No, not really. I went off on a tangent where I didn't really know where I was going with that.
I never would have guessed.
Right. Giles points out that a scout in a rugby match is the one that scouts out likely players for the team to pick during transfer season. Oh! So this isn't actually somebody in the game. I still wouldn't know.
You're a recruiter.
That's a far more reasonable term. I still wouldn't know what to go for or what to do. I don't know what sort of people we need for rugby.
There you go. It's starting to look a bit better now that we've got walls and things around the place.
Giles Price is upset that you have crabs. Apparently that's gross. Let's see what's gross about crabs.
food. I put down food. I've tinkered with the ship a bit more.
Crabs weren't so pinchy. I'd like to have some.
I've restocked the toilet paper. I need to buy some more toilet paper whenever we get some more. Alright, come on everybody. Back on board.
Ralph reminds you that there was that zoo ship that you ravaged and pillaged without hesitation.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Potato's back on board pretty quickly.
He's probably depressed.
I think he's gone to... What's he doing? He's walking all the way around to go to there. Oh, can they not walk past the mast? I presume they could just walk across that. Because it looks like a ladder. Well, they can walk past the bottom.
They probably need a block there.
Okay.
That's why...
Oh, but I liked how that looked.
I shouldn't find this so fun. But you basically sectioned off the lower part of your ship now.
I guess. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Hang on. Alright, so let's fix it then. I liked it the way it was.
Tammy reminds me that there is another kind of crabs. I think I was aware of that. But it's funnier to just consider one type of crab.
There we go. Alright, so hopefully that will make things better. I just want to have a quick look at the crew. Somebody should have... Let's see who's got... Right, treasure hunting. Bell Orso's a level 3.
Say hello to Paul 7 and James
Hello,
Solomon.
Paul. And hello, James. Yeah, so the shovel doesn't have a very high DPS, but does mean that we get rich quick. I actually would prefer if it wasn't Bell Orso.
Yeah, he's
Ralph
kind of busy captaining.
Well, I tend to send him in first.
Fair point.
Ralph also has treasure hunt, so we could give Ralph the shovel. So it does, I mean, it's reasonable as a weapon, and it is only level 1 at the moment. So it's not, it will level up better. And Ralph tends to go in as part of the group rather than alone.
Well, speaking about Ralph, points out that your sail looks quite measly compared to the ship.
Yeah, especially now that I've removed all of the mast.
Paul 7 would like to know how things are today.
My computer's on its deathbed.
Basically, we tried to stream a new game after Skyrim was so unreasonably unstable. It crashed within the first few minutes.
It did.
Twice. And the worst part is when we had a test run just a day ago or so, earlier, it was running alright.
No, we only did a little bit.
Well, yeah,
Didn't
only a
want to
little
spoil
bit
the
was right,
story.
but you know.
But the other game that we tested ran fine.
That
We played that
too.
for hours.
It's baffling to me.
It's what?
It's baffling to me. James Solomon, again, points out, just like Tammy did earlier, kinda, that crabs are a female STD and the lower regions.
Crabs
Around
are what?
Anubis' nether curtains.
Excuse me. Could I sneeze? Oh,
You
no.
announced it. You can't sneeze anymore now.
Yeah. Right, we're going to
Well
go
done.
find out what
And then he
that
reminds
is.
me that I shouldn't Google it unless I want to throw up. Well, again, I'd like to imagine that there's only one type of crab, and it's the funny, pinchy one, which I'd like to have more of if they wouldn't be pinching so much.
Anyway, going to go there, sort out this, and then I think what we'll
Hold on,
do...
you've got a complaint.
What?
Ralph points out that a shovel is an insult to a demon penguin god like himself.
But that means that you are a treasure hunter.
It also means you can dig people's graves. Isn't that intimidating if you just stand there and dig a grave in the middle of a battle and just toss the people in?
I'm missing a lamp. There should be a lamp there.
Oh, nice. And Potato points out that his depression isn't strong today. It's like only 30%. Well, you can earn 30% from not being allowed to go into the pub.
It's not my fault.
It is your fault. You held everybody up, including yourself, just so Bill also could go and buy a shovel. And he isn't even here today to justify it. The Spotted Cow is currently building a lizard-folk hunter for a Pathfinder campaign.
Oh, this will be easy. Right, Belorso. Where are you? He's over there.
Ralph is currently in the Grand Theft Auto loading menu, as per usual. I appreciate the tenacity of people who still play Grand Theft Auto online. Oh, I've given up on that thing ages ago, seeing how horrible the community there was. Also, Ralph points out that you let everybody down because the anticipation for that sneeze was off the scale and then you just ruined it. Ralph again is complaining that he's just using a bloody shovel. And then Giles jokingly suggests that he uses the shovel to dig his own grave.
I actually don't see... Where is Ralph? Because I don't see him... He should be using the shovel. It might... Yeah, see, he's not digging anything. Ralph should be running around doing that.
That happens automatically?
He used to. Alright, Ralph, I'm going to give you back whichever was the best of the melee weapons. I think it was that scimitar. I'll just check. Oh no, it must be that scimitar, yeah. Right, but the scimitars are definitely better than anything else. So I'm going to sell everything except the scimitars. And then I'm going to give that to Belorso.
Ah.
Right, where is he?
Tammy Patton points out the DC Universe Online community, which I totally didn't just Google because I would have had no idea what that is, gets a bit bad at times too. I think it's a normal thing for communities to get bad as soon as they reach a certain size. And it happens a lot quicker with some things because they get larger a lot quicker too.
We should put down some more provisions.
Prime example being Grand Theft Auto Online, seeing how popular that was at launch. It attracted quite the nasty following in my opinion.
I tend to think you gotta remember that an awful lot of people who play games are like 8-year-old boys and stuff.
I mean, yeah, fine, still. I just try to take a bicycle and drive it down a beach like a normal human being. Because, you know, that sounds enjoyable sometimes. And apparently there was a guy so committed to keeping this beach free of other player characters, he shot me down over 10 times. I admit, I then eventually had enough of him and blew him up. Which is my fault, I realise now, because with that I'm just contributing to the nice, that's not a good word, indecent behaviour in the online community.
I have a plan.
You do? Since when?
What I'm going to do is sail to the I think this place was the starter village. And we're going to check out the weapon store, because I'm sure we've seen a combat fishing rod. And then we'll spiral out, ignoring all the islands and things. And we've already killed all the pirates. And we'll just spiral out between all the villages until I find a combat fishing rod.
You won't be earning any money in the meantime, and you need to sustain your crew with food and so forth, right?
Oh, it's okay. I've got plenty of provisions.
Alright. Also, Ralph is upset. He thinks that you just called him 8 years old.
Think I did what?
You just pointed out that people who play Grand Theft Auto Online are 8-year-old boys.
No, I said some of them are.
Most of them are, according to you. And Ralph then took that as an insult because he now believes you called him 8 years old. Which might be true, we'll never know.
No, Ralph's already told us his age. I can't remember what it was, but it certainly wasn't 8. But no, I said that a lot of people who are online are just 8-year-old boys.
Fair point. But
this
then
is my point being that when you see bad behaviour, you have to remember that some of them are just young children. And that the person who you are condemning for bad behaviour might be too young to really understand how bad their behaviour is. And it's the same with people who place comments.
To counter that, may I refer to Tammy's comment earlier on pointed out that her DC Universe Online community can get quite bad at times too. Points out that her league in DC Universe Online are mostly over 30. They can get quite bad too, so it isn't restricted to 8-year-old boys.
No, absolutely not.
There we go.
You get people of all
Check
ages behaving.
Mate, I wish I would have a small chess figurine that I could just plop down.
And then there are those
very
people
audibly.
who absolutely insist on winning every argument.
Watch me. Oh no!
Right, come on, Bello, so quick, get
part
to
of the bad people. No, why have you done this to me? One would like to know if Bethesda's still a forbidden word. Yes. I mean, you can try and say it.
Right, just get there. Just have a look at the weapons.
Grant's Price is interested when we're planning on doing another GTA series with Boris and his top hat and female Anubis and Grandpa Mir.
It's been talked about.
We have the idea, but the problem at the moment is that our schedules don't reliably line up anymore. In the past, we used to have the NIT standard time recording slot at which we reliably were apparently all available across the world, which was quite fascinating. But ever since both Anubis and Boris changed job, this is not as reliable anymore, and we rarely get together. I mean, otherwise we would probably still be trying to painfully punish ourselves with space engineers. Oh no, I said the forbidden word again.
Which of the weapons was the best again? Was it a scimitar?
Potato points out, now that the bomb said Bethesda, he'll has to ban him because it's a bad word. Ralph concedes and points out that he is actually a young child at times, and so he's at fault. But the other times, he's a young adult. Well, that's not to say that young adults can't be really inconsiderate too. Everybody can be really inconsiderate. You should have met my grandfather. Goodness gracious, he was very inconsiderate to Jews. Wrong topic, moving on. Oh, Tammy Patton is ruling with an iron fist and says that she's the leader in a league, and if they get rude, they are out. Do you have a character in DC Universe Online? I don't know how that game works. I might have got most of my information from Google, which I totally didn't Google. Are you like a canon character or originally created character? And if it's a canon character, is it a character that I recognize? I say character too many times.
Right, I'm spending all my money on things I shouldn't be spending my money on.
That's so much for the combat fishing rod, I guess.
Well, if we find one, or as soon as we find one, I shall go and earn some money, and we can just backtrack.
Well done.
Come on, everybody. Where is everybody? Are they all still in the pub? God, they're slow coming back. They're a lot faster going there. And I wouldn't mind, but we've got rum on board. Wow, they've got through that rum.
You know that restaurant-made rum always tastes better than the one you have at home? But one would like to know, when do the Fallout 4 makers get another airing? I don't know. When the hell freezes over, or when Cell gets a new computer, probably. speaking about Fallout 4 makers, I recently played a game by Obsidian Entertainment, the makers of Fallout New Vegas, Tyranny. It's currently on sale on Steam. Goodness gracious, it's a bloody good role-playing game. Loved it. Unfortunately, it didn't quite pass the streamability sensor. Otherwise, I would have jumped on that immediately, but instead I went over to Subnautica, which is doing alright. But I need new ideas as soon as I leave the planet. You might have realized that it could look like I'm stalling in Subnautica, waiting until a good new game comes out. But I assure you, I'm progressing at a very natural pace.
Oh, is that what's going on?
No, I said that's not the case. It might look like, but that's definitely not what's going on. It's a very natural proceeding, and I guarantee you I'm not trying to buy myself time by having very long breaks. Have you forgotten already what we're talking about?
Oops.
Did you just leave half the crew behind?
Uh.
Well, roll call. Crew interface.
1, 2, 3. I don't know if we can while. Oh yeah, we can while we're sailing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
This looks right, but I'm not sure.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe there's another 2.
So Tammy Patton says that you can make your own character either original or iconic.
Oh, this is going to be hard. The tavern's quite close. Who's heading out? Ralph and Mia. Ralph and Mia, get back on the ship.
I would like to have a normal environment with houses. Living on a boat is not something I'd like to imagine doing long term.
Come on, Belle, also get over to the weapons before everybody else goes and starts spending money in the pub. Which they don't even need to spend because we've got plenty of rum.
Nightmare message. Ooh, I must have missed that.
The cleaver do, not the same as the chef's
I did miss
knife.
that. So Potato is asking Sal, other than dinosaurs, what's the worst nightmare you've had? You recently dreamt about being a duck. I find that horrible and a nightmare. Have you ever seen a duck running at you? It can get scary. Ooh.
I don't often have no. Well, I had a rather vivid nightmare after the Venezuela kidnapping incident, and ever since then, I very, very rarely remember my dreams.
I'm glad we preserved the duck one. Was a very important dream to have. Ralph's superpower would be below adequacy man. He sits at home at day and by night he's asleep.
Oh, that's where I think that's where we've got to go to claim the bounty, yeah. Might as well take out that little pirate. Send my training crew over to go and get some points.
Rabon believes that the further out you go, the higher the chance for a combat fishing rod.
Well, I was pretty sure we'd already seen one, and it's not uncommon to get one within like your first couple of islands, because you can never ever afford it the first time you come across a combat fishing rod. It's so far out of your reach.
Doesn't the shop change inventory every now and then?
I don't think so. All right, now look, see what we are. We're about to attack a raft.
A raft. That's sad. And you're attacking these people?
Just with my training crew.
Both Ralph and Potato seem to be confused about you mentioning the Venezuela kidnapping incident.
I've talked about it a few times.
The bomb is trying to sell, I believe, the Venezuela kidnapping incident by linking to Amazon. I'm pretty sure you released a book about that.
I've talked about it a few times. Yeah, I was kidnapped in Venezuela.
Oh look, he's trying to link you to an emerald combat fishing rod that you could actually buy on Amazon.
Where's my training crew? it should be me and...
Oh, we're still in combat with the raft?
Yeah.
They must think this is getting embarrassing now. Seeing how long they've been waiting.
Well, also over there then.
Ralph is requesting that you go through that story in Venezuela again. But he points out if not is not the right time for it, then he doesn't mind.
Yeah, it's a
But also
fairly
is not
long
the
story.
training crew.
I know. I'm not sure why the training crew couldn't get down there or wouldn't go down there.
They're afraid.
I'll have to check. Maybe I've got... Let's just have a look. It
Ugh.
should be Zeron. Yeah. So Zeron, Charlie, and me should all be in training because we're a bit low health and stuff.
Tammy points out that after somebody broke into her flat, or apartment, she kept having nightmares about somebody breaking into her home. That's understandable. What happened during the break-in? Were you around when it happened, or were they breaking in while you're not at home? That's probably too personal of a question. So never mind me, moving on to Sal's personal questions. Venezuela. Did you say now is not the time?
It's quite a long story.
Well, it would save me from reading our chat for about half an hour, so go for it.
It's not the kind of story that I can tell while I'm doing it. It's more the kind of thing because when I've told the story on camera before, it's always been while I've been drilling or something like that.
Yes, I understand. Go through Sal's old YouTube videos. It's just a few hundred of them. You'll find it eventually. Did you talk about that in your Partners in Grime series?
I did, yes.
You're more reliably going to find it in Partners in Grime than in Space Engineers, seeing how Partners in Grime has significantly less episodes. Oh, hold on. Were you talking about that in
Partners
Space Engineers?
in
So it was
Grind.
Partners in Grind.
It was the Partners in Grind season 2. It's
Ooh,
in
wow.
a playlist, and I think it's called Venezuelan Kidnapping.
Oh no. Was my guest starring at the start of season 2 or at the end of season 1?
Yours was in the same, the Anubis head and featuring Mia.
No.
Mia's first appearance, proper appearance on camera was the same
No.
playlist.
Not that. The one where it is a small voiceover.
Oh, that was at the start, yeah.
That was the start of season 2?
Yeah.
Oh no. Don't watch that. I mean, I would like to say it's a worthwhile series to watch, but if you start watching, watch from episode 2 onwards or something. Oh no,
Okay,
Ralph has left now.
So if we were to...
Say goodbye to Ralph.
Hi, Ralph. Right, we're going to keep Cracker Sport at the centre. So
And
if
Tammy
we
Patton's
were...
apartment was broken into while she was at work. That's what I appreciate about the apartment blocks here. Something that was entirely new to me after I've moved to Britain. You have like 3 doors that you, as somebody who wants to break in, would have to get through in this apartment block. And that seems like too much of a hassle to do, in my opinion, if I were somebody to break into people's homes.
Yeah.
Then again, I have considered breaking into the neighbors' homes because I could just scale the outside of the building and walk in through their balcony. They probably don't lock that.
I've been broken into I don't know how many times.
Why would she do that?
No, I've been broken into.
Yeah, I know. Why would she let that happen? That's just rude.
Couldn't tell you how many times. It is actually several. Be like certain houses, especially as a student living in poor districts, that were very targeted for burglary. There'd be a house I'd live in that'd be one house with burgles 1, 2, 3 times in one house. Just see. Oh, combat fishing rod. Okay. Yeah. We won't be anything for sale over there that we really want.
Potato's nightmares usually have him getting ripped apart slowly and painfully while being unable to scream.
Yeah, that's pretty nasty.
And Babon points out that you might want to reinforce the top deck before you take on cannons.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. About just putting another layer of hull up there.
Well, it looks like the ladder's already prepared for that.
Oh, I've only got one roll of toilet paper left.
There we go, the problems start now. We only have one bowl of sauerkraut left.
Well, I've got one bowl down. I only had 2 bowls. They don't seem to be that keen on it.
I guess I'm the only one eating sauerkraut.
I love sauerkraut.
Well, you can't have any, it's mine.
Right. Where next? So we are going round here. Let's take out that pirate on our way round. So I'm sailing anti-clockwise. But yeah, quick summary of my Venezuela kidnap story is I was setting up a joint venture with a Venezuelan company, and myself and a colleague were kidnapped and held to ransom, but we escaped.
I thought my version was a lot shorter, but alright. Babon is asking, are you going to remind the lost crew of their contact obligations to leave the pub and rejoin you?
Am I what?
Are you going to remind the lost crew of their contract obligations to leave the pub and rejoin you?
I think I've got everybody on board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I think Veloso's the 10. I'm not sure why not everybody is fighting these days, though.
Got enough to do. Also, you're running into a mutiny as soon as we're out of toilet paper.
As soon as what?
As soon as you're out of toilet paper.
Ah, look, everybody's really happy, even though they know they're down to the last roll. Right. So, we would then be going up here, up here. Well, we might as well take on that little island that we've not done. We're going in a spiral around Cracker Sport. And I need to check out that I've also allocated somebody to ship repair.
I thought we don't really need ship repairments yet.
Oh, we will as soon as we got cannons.
Apparently, on the ship, I'm drawing my sword and asking very loudly, "Whoever pooped on the last roll better come forward or I'll kill everyone starting with potato and Sal." What if I killed everybody and then nobody steps forward? I desperately need to fix that time command. Oh yeah, right, I did fix that time command. The bomb says it's time. Half
Time for
past
what?
9.
Says it's time.
No,
It's
it's
time
half
for
past
what?
9. Says it's time 9:30. 9:30.
It should be Babom tells the time, not says it's time. So when someone says, right, it's time, that means you've hit a milestone.
Don't criticize the bots.
I'm happy with whatever the bot says.
Finally. Her standards have sunk so low that she doesn't mind the bot just talking gibberish at this point.
Alright, so there was something on this island.
It's
just
one guy.
Yeah, just one guy. Okay,
well, that's going to be depressing.
let's see
day
if
for
we
him.
can take out the training crew. Are you coming this time, training crew?
No, they're not. Not at
They're
all.
saying that they can't. Why ever not?
Did you take their hookshot thingies away? Is there a limit to how far they can hookshot?
Why is Belle also getting... Oh, hang on. I thought this pirate was going to try and charge our ship then. He had that look about it like he was going to try.
With a shovel. I assume it was a shovel. Couldn't
No,
tell
no,
from
we've
this
got a
distance.
shovel. So, if I bring everybody, because I think the campfire gives morale, so we'll take everybody out.
Babom wants me to change the bot to say, Babom says it's time to input. Could do that. I might do that. I'll probably forgotten about that by next week.
Yeah, it looks like we're having trouble getting off the ship for some reason.
Tater points out that if I kill everybody, I still kill the person who was guilty, but I'll never know who it was. And that's gonna bug me for a while.
I'm going to take the people out of training and put them on ship's crew just to see if it helps.
Probably not.
Yeah,
They
I'm
all
not
seem rather
sure
lazy these
what
days.
the problem is. I'll do. Okay, right, ship's crew.
Can you tell them to go to a certain position on the ship? Is it just the people you recently assigned? What? Okay, never mind.
No, it's all of these guys.
Well, you can move them around on the ship, but they apparently don't want to go to islands anymore.
And it's not that they can't pathfind, because...
Well, also can. And these two.
Yeah,
Who are these two?
Ralph and you.
Finally.
How bizarre. And yet they could all get off the ship before. The only thing that I've changed is I put this ladder up the middle. And I had the mast. I'm going to put the mast back. And just see if there was something weird going on because of the mast.
Potato points out that your crew is very tanky. It might be time to invest into other stats. And Babom is asking, couldn't I just cut open the crew's intestines to see who went to the toilet last? I believe it would still have the same effect. At these times, people usually die from these sorts of wounds. It doesn't seem to reliably work still.
No, it's very strange. I mean, not that it's a huge problem at the moment, because...
Well, Babom claims that they will go off to the pub as soon as you find one.
Oh, who did I get? Should we take a crab back on board?
I want
no,
a
it'll
crab.
take ages. Let's we'll do that some other point once we've
point.
solved the mystery of...
Potato's suggesting you should stick a ladder on the plank.
A ladder on the plank.
Yeah.
What plank?
I think he means the thing at the front.
Here? We can try. Can even put a ladder out there.
Brilliant.
Nope, still just the same 2 or 3.
How peculiar.
I say, at the moment, it's not a problem, but it soon will be. Right, there's a tavern here. Let's see if people can get off the ship when there's a pub on the other side. They might try a bit harder. I mean, we have had a bug before where people couldn't leave an island.
Oh yeah, I vaguely remember that.
Maybe they're on strike because I wouldn't let them go to the pub?
The internet suggests that you should quit and restart the game to fix that problem.
Okay.
One thing I was beginning to think it's Sal who causes these games to break. Are they all leaving the ship?
No, just 2 of them now.
Oh.
Well, Belorso is shouting, "Get back to work, everybody." Okay. Let's do that then, because it'll only take a moment just to reload the game.
Does that mean you need technical difficulties?
Yeah.
Fine.
Because otherwise, everyone sees my desktop.
I don't know, I thought maybe you just move out into the main menu.
I was gonna... I don't know that you can. Does it just quit the game? Can't remember. Oh no, it does. Alright, let's... I just noticed that... Well, I'll just load it back up. Totally not a cure for hangovers. Apparently, Pixel Piracy is.
I mean,
Right,
they're not wrong.
The worst bug was the way that they were falling in the sea when they left the ship. Yeah, but that's a
That
risk.
seems so hopeless if they all just fall off the ship in the front.
That will happen on occasions anyway. That's why you need to give them all the swimming skill. Oops, this doesn't look good.
Did you break another game? Speaking about breaking another game, Potato says Sal sneezed and broke the game. And Tammy Patton still blames the Atlantic Ocean.
Think I might need to quit the game and restart it.
Moving back to technical difficulty. Hold on, I can hear somebody.
Oh yeah, but we're just not getting there. Right, how do... They're in the pub! I can hear them in the pub!
Brilliant.
But I'm not getting anything. I've got black screen.
This is hopeless. Right-click the game and close the window.
Shall do.
Tammy Patton thinks that maybe they fell into the sea because there was no toilet paper. Also, but one was confused. Why are there 2 cells on the technical difficulty screen?
Oh,
I hate that.
wow,
noise.
that's always really loud.
Well, clearly one of the cells is an imposter. Now the question is, do you believe the dancing Sal one or the dead Sal?
Okay, we're back. Oh, Pirate Simulator Extraordinaire. I never noticed that the strapline changes from time to time.
How did you not notice that?
Because...
Minecraft's been doing this for ages.
Okay, let's see if everybody can leave now. Very good, they can. I'll even let them go to the pub.
As a reward for not glitching out.
Yeah.
You can put the other guys into the training group again if you want to.
I probably should actually. Come on, Bello, so where are you? Oh, he's there. Okay. Come on, before they spend all the money in the tavern. Oh, they've started.
It's hopeless, I guess.
Okay, well, it's fine. We don't have any anything here. Probably need to buy a bit more rum anyway. Let's see. I've got 32, so we'll buy another 8. And how much citrus have we got? Only got 8, so I could do with a fair amount. Oh no, I've got 18 fruits though. And watermelons. Got loads of fish. We'll sell all the fish. Is there anything we want from here? Nope.
The one just noticed that this game was made by a keen Bethesda coalition.
We could try and capture a cat.
We can just steal the cat from this domesticated island. Go for it.
Okay. What I need to do then is to give one of the crew. I'll give Belle also the where's the cage? It must be in. Oh, it's a ranged weapon. That's right. Okay. So come over here, Belle also. The tricky thing is to make sure he doesn't actually kill the cat.
He's very bad at aiming.
He is.
Like, really bad. Can you move him closer so you can do that?
If he gets too close and misses the cat, then because there's a cooldown on the cage, he'll hit it with his shovel instead.
Brilliant.
And that's
Who's
not good for the cat.
Drunk sitting next to him watching?
Maybe this is like a pub sport. Catch the cat.
Well, who is it?
It's Julio Lax.
Oh, that's not even your crew.
No, these are just people who were in the tavern.
How can he be so bad?
He's trying to play hoopla with a cat and a cage.
How does he have so many cages? How long's this going to take if he keeps missing?
I say it can take a while.
What's the skill you need to be better at this?
Should we give up on the cat?
Oh no, I'm committed now. What's this now?
What? He missed.
Oh, I thought because the cage appeared it meant something different. But one would like to know why we're throwing a cage on a cat.
We're trying to catch the cat for the boat. Oops. No, don't get too close to the cat.
Maybe he needs that.
So if he gets too close to the cat, he'll kill it.
Yeah, but maybe he'll be able to finally hit it. Will people be upset if you accidentally kill their cats?
Right, we got it.
Oh.
Can't
Alfie says
remember
the
how we
cat
came
is too
off
sensible to want to get on the ship. How do you get the cat on the ship now?
I think we pick him up. We used to pick him up and carry him,
There's
but
an
I can't
animals tab.
remember. Right, let's just swap that back for his good gun. Or is it? Has his gun been leveled up at all? Just want to make sure. Yeah. Okie dokie.
Tammy says the cat doesn't want to be on the ship with the Icky boys, to which Bomb screams, "Yay!" Probably rather in response with the cat being caught.
Right, now. Do I...
Bomb believes we'll be
cat
having
on
cat cake
board?
tonight. You have an animal tab in your menu.
Yeah, that's just like a...
Cute cat.
Can we rename the cats? Oh, we can!
What's the name of the cat?
Wow.
Why did I even ask? I think similar to your crew. Oh, Carrie at the bottom.
Oh, did I miss that? Okay. Let's take Veloso. Where was Carrie?
And maybe it's one of the buttons at the bottom?
Carrie. That was it. I thought... Because I knew there was... Because we'll watch him now. He'll carry the cat back.
Tammy Patton's cat do not find Bomb's comment about cat cake funny. Bomb then points out, in his weak defense, that the cake is meant for the cat, which is why it's called cat cake.
Oh, we're out of room.
I told you this would happen.
How can we be out of room and spend all that money in the pub? Yeah, we got a cat now.
Shouldn't we bring it below deck so it doesn't just slide off?
It can roam around the ship wherever it fancies.
Bomb was about to say that the carry button is on the wall.
They've ate all the fruit and left the sauerkraut.
Yeah, and sauerkraut's mine.
They knew better. Right. World map. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, well, we haven't done that island, so let's do this island then. As we spiral around.
I don't remember to what that was a response to, but Potato says it's quite simple, Sal. You're on the ship. I mean, he's not wrong.
Oh yeah, right, let's put our training crew back into training. And give them their upgrades.
Oh, the room's gone because you're on the ship.
The what?
The room's gone.
Oh, because
you're
I'm on the ship. Yeah, it could be. Fair point.
I mean, you did leave them a lot of time while you're tossing
True.
around with that cat.
Okay, right, come on, training crew.
Might only be mildly upset over the fact that we didn't get a crab, but okay.
We can go for a crab now if you like.
No, thank you.
Oh, look, I killed someone all by myself with my fishing rod.
Bomb says, 10 minutes to 10, that cat catching caught 5 minutes. And Ralph has returned.
Welcome back, Ralph. Right, we'll get everybody else down for the tribal statue.
I don't think he watched the whole series of Partners in Grind.
What was that?
I don't think Ralph watched the whole series of Partners in Grind. They returned way too quickly.
I thought Ralph had gone for dinner or something.
Going from context, I assumed he'd left so he can watch Partners in Grind.
Ah.
But what do I know?
Okay. Yeah, see, Cat's gone down the ladder now and is on the deck with all the fish. Pooping.
Ralph points out that he did just quickly skip through the series to get to the Venezuela story.
Ah.
Also, it's 10. Why would he be having tea? Well, there's always
I haven't
time
had my
for
tea yet.
Midnight tea is a nice time for tea. 1 a.m. tea. 2 a.m. tea. 3 a.m. tea. GMT. Guys in Greenwich make a mean tea. Was it so confusing me that the place isn't called Greenwich?
Greenwich.
Yeah, I know that's how you pronounce it, but it's not called Greenwich. That's how I pronounced it for the majority of my life.
Ah. Well, you know, when you live in the UK, you get used to almost nowhere sounding like the way that it's spelled. It's just the thing we do.
But one points out that cats don't use the potty or toilet paper. Well, yeah, but they use a litter box. No, we don't have one. Val, does the cat need a litter box?
We haven't got a litter box for the cat, so at the moment it's just pooping on the poop desk.
Oh god. Your ship's gonna smell like a litter box now, says Potato. But one would like to know if GMT is genetically modified tea. I don't know.
Belorso's got a jar of dirt.
Then again, Tammy Patton retorts that it already smells like a litter box.
Yeah, well, the icky boys.
Oh god. Also, Babon wants to know the poop desk.
Poop deck.
Well, he clearly said desk
Did I?
earlier on.
Shiver me timbers. Oh, what a nice night.
Time to go to sleep. Okay, I guess I'm not going to sleep. Hi.
We've got a cow bucket, so I'm wondering whether we can get cows. I don't remember ever seeing cows.
Rolf points out that there's apparently always a sexist undertone with Tammy and Sal, and he feels offended.
Oh.
I don't know how you got to that conclusion.
Oh, being on the ship with the icky boys.
Well, yeah, but that's not really offensively sexist, is it? Was there one of our crew just bleeding there?
What?
Was there one of our crew just bleeding there?
Don't think so. Our
Never
crew
mind
looks
me
fine.
Then Ralph points out it was a joke.
as funny as me is. Some of Mia's jokes are very funny.
Potato
Next.
says, don't worry about name changing. Everyone in Canada calls Tim Hortons Timmy's. I have no idea to who Tim Hortons or Timmy's is.
We must go to Canada just to find out who Tim Horton. Oh, Tim Hortons opened up a coffee shop in Manchester.
Who's Tim Hortons? Oh, was the
It's
weird...
the thing that Spidey's always going on
Oh.
about. The coffee shop.
I might have forgotten about that because I am not the most invested coffee drinker.
I think, do they do donuts as well?
I've only just today told Potato that I have no idea how maple syrup tastes like. And apparently it's really expensive.
Well, if we're flying to Canada, then I won't be worried about the fact that their coffee's a little overpriced.
PAL7 confirms that Tim Hortons is a Canadian coffee shop.
Oh, bless you. You didn't warn people. I warned people.
Well, yeah, just simply sneezed. I made up for your missed out sneeze last time. Delivered it with a bit of a delay. Also, I'd like to believe that voicing Parsley, however the guy was called in my time at Porsche early on, kind of ruined my nasal cavities. No, that's not how you call it.
How much rum have we got left? 34.
For quite a while. Tammy Patton says, bless you, thank you. And the spotted cow got itself a cup of tea. Both PAL7 and Potato point out that Tim Hortons also sells lots of donuts. And Ralph assumes that maple syrup tastes mapley. Well, excuse me, I've never licked a maple tree, so I don't know what mapley tastes like. Then again, according to Potato, it tastes very yummy.
I can probably sell stuff here that I don't need. Like that kaboom. I don't like having kabooms. The oyster shell we can get rid of. That'll do. Oh, this place had a bounty board. Spotted cow is now level 51.
It concerns me that this happened immediately after the game played a pooping sound.
Frederick Normand for gross indecency. We've got to go kill somebody for gross indecency.
I'd like to say I approve, but I'm worried that we do kill them with indecency.
We shall find them on the island of Whitehall. Well, if that's on our travels, we shall certainly go there. Oh, why is everyone unhappy? Because they've drunk all the rum.
Well done. We're almost trying to get us geared up for outro time soon.
Oh, is
and
it?
Ralph would like to know if Canadian people eat maple trees similar to how we eat tomatoes and eat ketchup.
I think we would need somebody who's lived in both countries to be able to answer that question.
Unfortunately, Anubis doesn't eat ketchup.
And Anubis has never lived here.
But, no, hold on. Hasn't he been stationed here for a while?
No, that was Germany.
I thought he was also in Britain.
No.
Ah,
he's been to Britain. Well, we met him here. We know he's been to the UK.
It's quite scary. Ralph says it's a bad comparison, but you know. And then Potato says the toasted bagels with cream cheese are always a gamble in Canada.
I presume that's a bad thing? Sounds like a bad thing.
Well, I guess it's like food at gas station. It's always a gamble whether or not we will survive ingesting that stuff.
True. Right, so we were 4 out. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we shall... Oh, now we've got a shovel. We could try...
But Mom says, you know, Sal, you could
treasure?
just pay the crew instead of getting them drunk so we don't complain.
It's against my principles.
To pay your workers.
To pay my workers when they're...
Well, clearly those
they're
are not your
equally
workers.
happy
It's
getting
Bolso's
drunk.
fault.
Yeah.
Finally.
And if I... Oh, I should have bought some toilet paper while I was at the ship shop.
Ew, but Mom, I did not need to consider this. Anyway, time for an outro. Well, this was not going as we planned. Well, at least we did something.
We did. I want to know what the... How do I find the treasure, though?
I don't.
I'm just going to get Belloso down here with his shovel.
Did you give him his shovel? It
Yeah.
looks like he's wearing...
He's got a shovel, see?
Oh, sorry, I was looking at the wrong guy. Who's the unhappy person?
That's me.
Oh,
It's alright, I'm going for some rum,
of course.
I think. Okay.
How about you click on the shovel icon?
Oops, didn't mean to do that. Sorry, everybody. No, it's alright, you can get back.
How about you select but also click on the shovel icon?
Yeah. Okay. What, so I have to go and... Well, come over here while we're waiting.
The one says you dig for treasure on the action bar. Probably the thing you're just trying to do.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll try here.
Does this go for the entire island?
I don't see anything that gives us a specific clue other than there's what looks like a dead rat there and a dead rat there, but I think they're just plants.
Alright. Potato says no in regards to the toasted bagel. It's more like sometimes you get it toasted, sometimes you get it toasted for not 1 second.
Ah.
And sometimes you get lots of cream cheese, and sometimes you get the essence of it.
Okay, so we'll try by the campfire and then we'll try once halfway through and we'll see if that works.
Well, while we're waiting, you could slowly do the outro because
Yeah.
I've done it yesterday.
So, if you enjoyed watching me playing Pixel Piracy, then join us again next week where I'll probably still be playing the same game because I doubt we'll have got a new computer by next year. By next week.
By next year.
By next year. I will
Thank
most
you.
certainly have one by next year.
I guess we'll just be streaming Subnautica then for the rest of the year.
Yeah, because it was fine with Subnautica, wasn't it?
It's really weird.
It seems to be fine with some games, other games it just has a proper hissy fit. But at least that's reassuring about Skyrim, means that we'll be able to pick up Skyrim as soon as I get a new PC.
Oh, remind me that I need to save your save file.
Oh, we did, we got the treasure.
How did you find it?
I split up the island into quarters, basically, and the last one that I clicked on. And so, yes, if you want to see me, then join us Wednesday, 8 PM GMT. And if you want to watch Potato, join Potato. And we'll be in chat on Saturday at 8 PM GMT.
Yes.
So thanks for watching, everybody. And I hope you enjoyed a bit of Pixel Piracy in place of our normal schedule. And we'll see you all soon. Bye for now.
Oh yeah, right. I'm supposed
You're in
to
charge of
click
the
it.
button there.
Fine then. Hold on, we need to make it dramatic because clearly I just can't cut myself off.